Now, if you run a small business, I'm willing to bet you probably feel like you're working, 25 hours a day? There's just this endless amount of tasks and a very, very finite amount of energy to get them all done. Well, today we are breaking down some fascinating source material that explores exactly how artificial intelligence is stepping in to completely change that math. We're moving way past all those sci-fi buzzwords and looking at the practical, day-to-day reality of how this technology is helping businesses dramatically save time, slash overhead costs, and honestly grow at a pace that used to be flat out impossible for smaller teams. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. What if your business could work 24/7 without increasing your workforce? I mean, it sounds almost like magic, right? For so many overwhelmed founders and entrepreneurs out there just aren't enough hours in the day. You're constantly wearing multiple hats, juggling operations, marketing, sales, all while putting out customer service fires left and right. Historically, expanding your operating hours meant expanding your payroll, and we all know that cuts directly into those precious profit margins. But the source material we're looking at introduces a completely different paradigm. It asks us to envision a scenario where your capacity expands exponentially, but your headcount and your payroll stays exactly the same. No way, right? Well, actually, yes way.
The core argument here is pretty striking. AI automation is no longer optional. It's really shifted from being this futuristic luxury into a fundamental digital necessity for survival and growth. I want you to think about all those soul-crushing, repetitive tasks that just completely drain your team's energy. We're talking about drafting routine emails, generating basic marketing content, qualifying those early-stage leads, or just mindlessly copying data from one software platform to another. The source makes it crystal clear. Relying on human effort for these routine chores is rapidly becoming a huge competitive disadvantage. Embracing AI-powered systems to handle the daily grind, that's exactly how forward-thinking businesses are staying relevant in today's super fast-paced digital world.
Now, you might be thinking, hey, I already use automation. I've got my automated email triggers all set up. But there is a massive difference between traditional automation and AI, and this brilliantly illustrates that fundamental difference. Traditional automation is incredibly rigid. It's strictly rule-based, like if X happens, then do Y. It literally can't think, it only follows a strict script. AI automation, on the other hand, it's dynamic, it's adaptable and intelligent. It doesn't just blindly push data from point A to point B. It actually analyzes the context of a request. It can read an email, understand the specific intent behind a customer's question, and formulate a custom response based on that totally unique context. It brings this incredible layer of cognitive processing to your operations that traditional automation simply lacks. It's a real game changer.
To really grasp how powerful this is, we've got to take it out of the abstract and put it into practice. So let's set up a real-world scenario. Imagine it's, say, 2 a.m. on a Saturday. You run a boutique landscaping company and your entire team is sound asleep. Makes sense. But a homeowner, completely unprompted, visits your website and decides to submit a request through your contact form. Now, in the traditional business model, that inquiry just sits there in a cold, lonely inbox until Monday morning. It's growing staler by the hour, and that customer is very likely continuing to Google your competitors. But let's look at what happens when AI takes the reins of this exact same scenario. Let's move to and see how this builds when you have AI automation in place. Step 1, the homeowner submits the inquiry. Instantly, we hit Step 2, the AI analyzes the text of the request, noticing, hey, they want a full backyard renovation, and it automatically qualifies the lead based on their zip code and project scope. Boom. Step 3, without a single human clicking a button, the AI drafts and sends a personalized, highly relevant email response back to the customer. It acknowledges their specific backyard project and lets them know the exact next steps. And finally, Step 4, the AI logs right into your CRM, updates the contact records, and pings your sales rep with a complete summary. By the time Monday morning rolls around, your team is fully prepped. All 4 of these steps happen automatically, perfectly, and instantly while you are literally asleep.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that massive number right there, 10 to 20 plus hours. According to the source material, that is the amount of time you can save every single week by implementing these AI automated workflows. I just want you to pause for a second and think about what that actually represents for your bottom line. That is a quarter to a half of a standard employee's entire work week just handed right back to you. It's time that is no longer spent doing tedious manual data entry or sorting through those unorganized, cluttered inboxes. It is reclaimed time and energy that your business can now invest directly back into high-level strategy, authentic relationship building, and solving the complex problems that actually move the needle.
When you reclaim that kind of time, the tangible benefits just ripple across your entire organization. I mean, operational costs instantly drop, right? Because you're accomplishing significantly more work without adding to your headcount. Customer response times plummet from days to literal seconds, providing this beautifully frictionless experience. And naturally, that generates more qualified leads and helps you close more sales because you're striking while the iron is hot. Productivity and efficiency just absolutely skyrocket across the board as that awful bottleneck of manual processing is finally removed. When you put all of these elements together, the ultimate result is clear. You are perfectly positioned to scale your business significantly faster than competitors who are still out there doing things the old, manual way.
The crucial point here is captured so perfectly in this final thought from our source. The future belongs to businesses that combine human creativity with AI-powered efficiency. I absolutely love this because it dispels a major lingering fear we all hear. AI is not here to replace your people. Not at all. It is here to empower your teams to work smarter. By handing the robotic, repetitive tasks over to the machines, you free up the humans to do what humans do best: be wildly creative, build deep, authentic relationships, and make those complex, high-value decisions that actually drive a business forward. This technology is accessible right now, today. So the only question left is, will you harness this to empower your human team, or will you let your competitors get there first?